Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Long time no video. um, as you all know, and if you're new to this channel, you might not know, I am 34 weeks pregnant as of right now, today. Today is Thursday. Thursday the 6th of October. And so if my channel seems a little bare, it is because of that, quite honestly. There's just so many life changes happening right now that I can't really do the normal things that I normally do, which is making content on a regular daily basis, because I also have a toddler who's deciding not to nap. House is in complete renovation mode. You should see what I'm looking at behind this camera. The contents of my entire kitchen is on my guest bed. So that's super fun and not stressful at all. But you know, we're trekking forward. And it kind of leads me into what I was going to talk about today, which, if you follow a wonderful woman named Taylor Moon, she talked about this on her channel. And it was really funny because I was like, dude, like I was just about to talk about that on my channel. Like me and her are very in sync. So shout out to you, Taylor. We're on the same plane, because this is also something me and my friend Ava, Queen Midas, Life Alchemist, have talked about in a lot of different ways. We kind of, in our Divine Feminine or Freeing the Feminine series, we've talked about surrendering. And what is really interesting about surrendering and the Divine Feminine flow of it all is that there's a lot of discomfort in surrendering, a lot. And if you think of childbirth, which I'm about to go through once again, the best way I've always heard, especially from natural, like people that do natural home births and whatnot, is like you literally just have to surrender. You can't make anything happen. The baby's gonna come out when it wants to. And you can't push for anything to happen. You literally just have to completely surrender. And that is really hard for a lot of us, because a lot of us are very go, 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 do, control, 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 take charge of your life. Like that's like a very matrixy way of thinking I have discovered. There is you doing your part, but there is a time to surrender to the discomfort. So I find it interesting. I've been having issues with my hands this pregnancy, really just in the last month or so. And a part of it's because I'm having to, I think it is, part of it is because my body is very inflamed from having to eat out, because we haven't had a kitchen in almost 2 months now. And so I haven't been able to cook anything at home. I mean, I could like rough it and cook, but then that just creates more work. I already have to wash dishes in my bathtub. And bending over is an Olympic sport these days with this belly, which you can't see. I know I look semi-normal from here up, but when I stand up, man, it's not normal. Maybe I'll show you guys. But this baby is definitely taking up space. So bending over is very challenging for me. And like everything feels like uncomfortable. All my routines that I once had, all of the structure in my life, and things that I got into the groove of, which I'm kind of saying the same thing over and over, but just all of this security I had in building what I've been doing has completely gone out of the window. like completely. And it's in a time when you really want to feel secure and safe and home, especially since I'm about to bring another child into the world. And it's just a really funny little like discomfort, uncomfortable time. It's really funny. And I was thinking today how this pain that I have in my hand, I have something in this finger specifically called trigger finger, where like, I don't know if you can tell, it's not that bad right now, but when I wake up in the morning, it's like frozen. My ring finger is frozen. And I can't like, I can move it down like that far with my other fingers, but I can't like independently move it until I start moving around and using it. And that is something I have never in my life dealt with. And like I said in another video with Ava, I don't accept the 3D matrix reason for things most of the time. I think some of it has to do, like I said, with the way I'm eating and just like my body being inflamed from who knows what they're putting in the fast food. Even if I try to eat, it's not fast food, but eating out. Even if I try to eat as healthy as possible, they still sneak in seed oils and who knows what else to make it taste better. And my body just doesn't handle that well. I react really intensely to what do you call it? To just unnatural things. I always have. When I was little, when I was like a 4-year-old, I had to go off sugar for an entire month because I had migraines as a 4-year-old. And talk about a traumatic experience for a 4-year-old to not be able to eat sugar for a whole month. I mean, crazy. But the migraines did go away. And I just learned how extremely sensitive my body is to processed foods. And it has been like that my entire life. So part of it I think is due to that, but then I was looking up, of course, like spiritual meanings behind like carpal tunnel, because trigger finger is a part of carpal tunnel. And I found that, yeah, it's kind of doing it right there. I found that the like spiritual significance all has to do with things that I am going through right now. A sense of like unknown, basically. If I had the definition, I'd read it to you, but I record on my phone, so. But I sent it to Ava and I was like, dude, this is like to the T. And it's called trigger finger. Like you're being triggered. It's like, of course it is. Like, you know, the universe, God speaks in mysterious ways and sometimes not so mysterious ways. He's like, you need to deal with this. And during this time, on top of all the things that are happening in my direct influence, there's been so many family things coming up for me as well, like deep wounds that haven't been healed. Yesterday I was crying, as a lot of pregnant women do, and I was crying some deep, no, it wasn't yesterday, day before yesterday. I think I was crying yesterday too, but there have been some deep emotions that through doing like inner healing kingdom work, I have discovered started in utero. Started when I was a very tiny little babe in my mommy's tummy. And when I was crying, I was like, wow, those are deep emotions that have been a part of me for so long. And I could just feel like the well coming up. And it's something that I definitely don't need to carry into motherhood, or even if I wasn't a mother, I don't need to carry it in general at all. But, you know, the discomfort of everything going on right now is bringing it all to the surface. I've said this many times, but pregnancy is literally like the perfect time to deal with all your crap and all of the, you know, the belief systems, the terrible belief systems that you have been programmed to believe, dealing with a lot of trauma and whatnot, because you have like the all powerful spirit, essence, power of life creating a human inside of you. And I feel like the crap and the darkness and destruction and the decay and the belief systems that don't actually serve you cannot coexist with the power of life. So it pushes it all to the surface and it's like, deal with this so that it doesn't get passed down for future generations. And I think that's one reason why pregnancy can be so hard, but also is an amazing time of transformation and growth and really healing of generational lines. So yeah, us as women have a great superpower and a great tool to propel us forward. But anyways, I was just thinking about how discomfort is really also powerful. And, you know, without discomfort, no one would ever do anything. If we were all comfortable, I think of, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie WALL-E that Disney or Pixar put out, but it's basically where like the human race like goes into space and because there's like no longer, the earth is no longer inhabitable, basically. It's a very PC movie, but like politically correct with the whole like green agenda. But it does have some interesting things in there. And one of them is that the humans all become extremely obese because they stop walking because they're in these chairs that just float around the spaceship, basically. It's like a cruise ship. And they lose themselves completely because they don't know how to do anything for themselves anymore. Everything is automated, done for them, brought to them in an instant. The pilot doesn't even know how to fly the ship because he spent his whole life on the ship, so he doesn't actually know how to learn anything. And I think of that, I'm like, wow, without like the discomfort of like life in general, we just get kind of fat and lazy, you know, like spiritually fat and lazy. And I think that's why so many people like run from discomfort, is because it is uncomfortable. It's meant to push you into another direction. It's meant to birth you into a new place. And if you let it be a place of power and not a place of victim, you will start to see a huge difference in your life. It's like how I look at any kind of ailment that my body has. I'm like, okay, what does this mean spiritually? And then I realize that it's associated with this or this belief system or this trauma or this thought process that doesn't actually like benefit me in any way. And I deal with it and I'm able to move forward so much quicker in life. So that's kind of what I wanted to leave you with today. Don't be afraid of discomfort. Don't be afraid of the uncomfortable seasons and times. I have a t-shirt and sweatshirt on my shop that says "This too shall pass." And anytime I'm in a discomfort place, that has really gotten me through. This too shall pass. Because even in the uncomfortable times, I know that they won't last forever. And even in the great times, I know that they won't last forever. And this cycle, the wheel, always is turning. So I wanted to leave you with that. And I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, a little house update. We're moving into a rental house. So I am creating a vlog around this whole process, but as of right now, it's been 2 months that hardly anything has been done. And my kitchen still is completely gutted. So that vlog is gonna take a little while to make. And this baby will be here before it's over. So it'll be a house renovation and baby vlog. So I'm sure that's a few months away, but we're moving into a rental house tomorrow. So we can actually like cook food again. And have somewhat of a normalcy of life. So, yay. I'm excited about that. But yeah, hope you guys are doing well. I would love to hear in the comments what discomfort you have turned into a place of power. I think that'd be super encouraging for people to read. So, talk to you soon. Bye.